1, 2, 3, 4. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on.
Yeah.
I hope you're proud of yourself.
I'm always proud of myself. I mean, most of the time. A couple times. Get yourself in the mirror.
There you go. Did I do that?
All
right. What am I referring to, you say?
Yeah, what are you referring to?
I don't know. It just felt like something I should say.
Okay.
Hope you're proud of yourself.
Oh.
You've been a bad boy, Abbott.
What did I do now?
I don't know.
Oh.
You know what you did.
I thought it's one of those deals. Okay. I thought it's something specific you were
thought you were gonna
You're just
confess.
generally trying to shame me for being, I don't know, alive.
I would not shame you.
Yeah.
I would not shame you on this Ride the Wind Day.
Yeah. Ride the wind?
It's Ride the Wind Day. We're going to find out more about that in just a little while. Also,
Sounds like a fancy way to say I just cut one. I'm riding the wind, honey.
No, you'd know it if I did. We'll also find out if anybody got last night's trivia question correct. I don't think we got a winner. Okay. And it will surprise you.
All right.
It will surprise you.
All right.
Uncle Bill joining us today for School of the Fools.
Right.
And local news. Here on Mike and John Got It Going On, brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers.
Well, the news is brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers.
That's what I said
right
after the news.
Mike and
brought
John
to you by.
Got It Going On is brought to you by Firehouse Doors.
Okay. I hope you're proud of yourself.
I am proud of myself.
All right, then.
I'm trying to get things right here.
All right, so now we're going to do the news.
Right.
Which is brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers.
You know, it's almost like we have so many sponsors
on Mike and John Got It Going On
that we have to kind of like arrange.
Brought to you by Firehouse Doors.
Right.
And the 2-cent history lesson, which is coming up later on.
Right. Brought to you by Oakland Insurance.
Exactly.
And then, of course, another one of our sponsors is, you know them.
Murphy's Family Auto.
Them too.
Your car knows, John. You don't. But I hope you're proud of yourself.
Yeah, I knew it was somebody. It was, you know, the guys.
Those guys.
Yeah, those guys.
There.
The guys down there.
Let's take a look at news.
Oh, news, right. Brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers.
I said that.
I have to do everything around here. All right, the Brighton City Council convened to discuss the ballot language for a proposal that aims to repeal the city's prohibition on marijuana establishments and to allow the operation of adult use establishments in the city. There was much debate about the ballot language and the phrasing of the proposal. Councilmember Susan Gardner expressed concern that the average citizen who's without a background in legal studies would not thoroughly comprehend or analyze the qualifiers and legal jargon on the ballot. Her fears were assuaged with the promise of an unbiased voter education and outreach program. Mayor Pro Tem James Bone questioned the legality of the proposal as well as the economics of the situation. Should the proposal be passed, an automatic license would be given to those who already have state approval and have a shared recorded interest in city property. Bone asserted that would be giving large corporations an in to the community and would thus limit competition among vendors. In spite of various suggestions, the ballot language was not modified and it was approved 6-1, with only Mayor Chris Tobey objecting. While the language has been solidified, the proposal, as well as the proposed means of that voter education campaign, will be discussed at the City Council's September 1st meeting. Monday was the third work day of the summer for the Brighton Area Historical Society's effort at restoring headstones in the Old Village Cemetery. Work continued with Dremel hand grinders being used to remove excess epoxy and stone at the site, where broken headstone pieces were epoxied together, while diamond tip tools were utilized in the grinders to cut the marble stone. New special repair white mortar was infilled at the sites that just had epoxy and stone removed. According to a post on the Society's Facebook page, that will make the headstone stronger as mortar fills in the void where the headstones were previously fractured. Many of the headstones had missing stone material and through holes along the edge where the headstones had been previously broken. Future restoration dates are set for September 26th and October 24th. Meanwhile, this Sunday, August 28th, from 2 till 3:15 p.m., there'll be a guided tour of 12 to 15 Civil War soldier grave sites that will take place. The walking tour is given by historian Judith Cobley. Interested residents can meet at the entrance gates to the cemetery. There'll be a suggested donation of $5 per person. Those donations will help with the expenses of restoration at the Old Village Cemetery. And motorcyclists will make their way across Livingston County next month to honor fallen servicemen and women during Rolling Thunder's annual Ride to Remember. Traditionally held in May, the event will be held this year, Saturday, September 24th. Hosted by Rolling Thunder Chapter 5, the free motorcycle ride honors fallen soldiers of Michigan and Gold Star families. Staging will begin at 9 a.m. at Mackle's Table and Taps in Heartland Township and then leave from there at 11. It will then proceed to the historic Livingston County Courthouse in downtown Howell, where a noon ceremony will take place. You'll find details on our website, mikeandjohnpodcast.com. And that's what's going on.
And we do have a website.
I just said we did.
I know. I'm just pointing
Right.
to it.
Oh,
there,
I see.
so folks
You mean this
know.
one right here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one right there.
Right.
News brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers, and they have exciting news for you coming in October. Cooper and Binkley Jewelers is going to be shopping diamonds at the world's largest and oldest diamond cutting center. They're going to hop on a plane
Right.
from Brighton, Michigan,
Right.
and head to Antwerp, Belgium.
Which you like to say.
Antwerp. After the plane lands, they get off, they do a little shopping, and they want to shop for you.
Right.
They'll hand pick your diamond from the world's largest supply, put it back on the plane with them, and come back to Brighton, right to their store, Cooper and Binkley Jewelers, where you'll see the mural that says, "Greetings from Brighton." Then even when they get to Belgium, they may say, "Greetings from Brighton. We're the Binkleys."
Right. Now, do you think the diamonds are carry-on?
I would think
when you get on the plane, you don't check that?
I don't know.
Yeah, put it in that's fine. I'll tie a little bandana around the handle of our suitcase, and I'll know it's ours when we go through the.
It's the little Crown Royal bag.
Maybe spray paint and say, "No diamonds in here."
That's right. There'll be a diamond with a big circle across it with an X.
This'll fool them.
But they want to shop for you. If you want to find out more details, stop by the store in downtown Brighton. Cooper and Binkley Jewelers, your one-stop shop. Custom designs, have great offerings from Simon G. and Zagani.
Simon G.
And Zagani.
Zagani.
You can't say it with a question mark. And Zagani.
Zagani.
And the
That's
rest.
not a question mark. It's
All right, yeah, I guess. It was kind of a...
It's like my crisp salute.
Okay. Stop by and see Mark and Barb today and the staff, or you can shop online, cooperandbinkleyjewelers.com.
Right.
But get more information by stopping in if you want a diamond picked out exclusively for you.
Yeah.
All the details will be available at Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton. Suggested donation.
For the headstone tour. For
Right.
the cemetery tour, yeah.
Yes. How do you do on suggested?
Well, it's
it's kind of like you don't have to.
Right. When they call it a donation,
Right.
it's like, hey, cheapo. This isn't,
How's about a little something?
Yeah, how's about a little something here? But you're right. I mean, you wonder if in a situation like that where somebody comes and goes, you know what? I'm not going to give you any money. I'm going to take this tour. If they're like,
they're not going to know.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, if you don't have any cash on you at the time.
Right. I don't know that anybody would go to a situation like that and not make a donation.
You don't know that.
It's a $5. Come on.
I know.
It's a thin screw. There's some old terminology for you.
It sure is a thin screw. Okay, I was just saying it's when they say an at-will donation or those kind of things.
Well, think about this.
What if you
when they pass the plate around at church?
Yeah,
it's not mandatory.
No.
You don't have to give money.
No, but the thing
is,
is,
don't
now,
you feel like you kind of have to?
Well, when they used to do that, now there's, with COVID and everything,
right.
A lot of churches don't pass the basket. And when they did, if you spilled it, you could always get a $5 out of that deal.
I see. Okay.
I'll put it back in.
Yeah.
Right in church.
Boy,
no,
wow.
I got a $5.
Well, I'm the one that should be ashamed.
Well, here's the thing, though. It's Now you can donate online, so you can make it like automatically. It just comes out of your checking account like anything else, or your bank account like anything else.
Does the priest hold up like a QR code?
Yeah, scan it. I noticed you didn't get your phone out and scan it. You told me to turn my phone off before things began.
Yeah, I'm scanning it. It's like, no, you're not. You're looking at the Facebook
You're
page.
You're taking a selfie. How bad is that? But so anyway,
right.
Where were we going with that?
I don't know. Where were you going with? You brought it up.
Donation. Donation. Yes. So those are always good. And what happens if it's like you only got a 20, but you're like only planning on a 10 or a 5? Then you got to ask for change. That's embarrassing.
See, I hate when
just give the whole 20.
I hate when you do if you do a valet parking or whatever, where you have to give a tip, and you look in your wallet and all you have is a 20. It's like, well, I'm not going to give you 20. But then you feel like, hey,
can you break a 20? I guess there's no shame.
Why don't you give me 17 back?
There's no shame in saying, can you break a 20?
Yeah.
Right? And if you
break a 5.
And then they give you 2 10s, and you go, can you break it a little further?
Keep going.
Got any singles in there?
Nope. Keep going.
We are doing a podcast here. What do you think we are, Rockefeller?
Give you 20 singles, and you're like, all right.
What do you think I am, Bill Gates over here?
Yeah.
All right. And last night's Monday Night Trivia.
Yes.
Over 40% of women in a survey find it very attractive. Very attractive, they say.
Very.
If and when their partner does this around the house.
Yeah.
What is it?
What are you doing?
Of course, cleaning was a big answer.
Right.
Only 40%? I think the number would be higher. Women say, that's very attractive. He's cleaning stuff.
Yeah.
If he fixes things and completes it, not an incomplete fix.
No.
Or, knocking out that honey-do list.
Right.
Picks up after themselves, laundry. Ray Lynn was pretty close with laundry as we scan through.
Right.
Helps out with the chores. Loves to do all the outdoor work.
Oh, well, who doesn't?
Get him out of the house.
Hanging Christmas lights. Yeah.
The thing with hanging Christmas lights is there's usually a couple trips to the store, whether it be for extension cords or replacement bulbs or just rebuying what you're trying to hang that doesn't work.
Right. My wife does the holiday lights at our house, and
you see,
I'm always like
sagging a little there.
My knee. My knee.
Oh. I don't mind putting up the lights. Yeah. It's taking them down.
Oh, those are easy.
Seriously. And it's usually so darn cold.
Yeah.
Vacuums.
Who are you kidding? You take them down in May.
Make the bed.
Yeah.
Dances. 40% of women say very attractive when he dances.
How about Dawn, who says walks around in his shower towel? Very specific imagery there, Dawn.
Jeez, Dawn.
Yeah.
Still a little wet on top. Got the towel skirt on.
And then little Bob Seger comes in, take those old records off the shelf.
Let's see. Anything else come to mind? Trying to see. There's a lot of cleaning.
Put the kids to bed. Now, when we had younger kids, that was always definitely like, is it my night?
I was usually in bed before the kids.
That's true. I could usually
with our old radio
count on that.
I gotta go to bed. So
right, but
I don't have time for this.
When they're younger though, they would still go to bed before me. I gotta read those books. Yeah. Read it again, Daddy. Oh, dear Lord.
We just read this one 75 times. Water the plants. I'm not good at that. Get plastic. Patricia said sing. Renee said dance. Helps out. If he just helps out, that's very attractive.
Could you just do something?
Could you get off the couch?
Could you do anything? Just looking for a little help over here.
Pays the bills with grumbling.
That's
our
sexy.
buddy Jeff. Yeah. Or cook. I always find it attractive if a guy can cook, especially if he has a little apron on.
I'm making dinner tonight, honey.
Or, breakfast. Toaster?
Right.
There you go.
Right. I mean, breakfast has never been easier. You can put your waffles in the toaster. You can put pancakes in the toaster or the microwave.
Either way.
It's already, boom,
Cereal,
done.
bowl, milk,
Yeah.
boom. None of which we did not get it right.
No, like you said, laundry was the closest.
Yeah, 40% of women surveyed find it very attractive when their partner irons.
Huh.
Who irons?
That's what I wanted to know.
Well, that must mean he wears crisp shirts.
Oh, yeah.
Looking all together.
Thank you. Of course. Everything about, well, it doesn't need to because everything I own is like,
wash and wear.
Nylon or whatever.
Yeah. T-shirts don't really need to be ironed.
No, that's true.
Every now and then, though, I'll have one that's sat in a drawer for a while and it gets kind of crinkled. And I go, I can't wear this podcast. What would John say?
Well, really? Oh, yeah.
I would say, hey, that shirt's a little wrinkled, Mike.
I think it all the
He wouldn't
time.
even notice.
Yeah, I think it all the time. Well, since the invention, I think, of dryer sheets, you don't need to iron as much.
It does the ironing for you.
Kind of. I mean, as long as you get it out of the dryer and hang it fairly quickly, you don't really need to iron anything. Of course, the dryer sheets also put a kind of a coating of wax on your clothing over time. That's kind of how they work. But
is that what it does?
Kind of. I mean, not wax per se, but a waxy type. That's how they get the wrinkles.
Well, you know a lot about this.
I'm Mr. Peabody. Sherman.
Okay.
Well, that was to compliment my Hogan's Heroes reference from Monday's podcast.
So. We have those dryer balls.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they
like
boom,
the
boom.
little spiky things on it.
No, they're not spiky. They're almost a. It's almost like a tennis ball.
Okay.
But soft.
I've seen.
So yeah, we use those and a dryer sheet. I double
wow.
the soft.
Then yeah.
It's like super soft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that is soft.
Not
as soft as our Summer Splash T-shirts.
Yeah, those shirts.
Those were soft.
Yeah. Do we have any left?
No.
They're all gone.
They're all gone.
Limited edition.
If you didn't
sold
get
out.
your Summer Splash T-shirt, you have to wait till next summer.
If we have a splash.
Yeah. Oh, we'll splash. Cannonball.
We should have a pool party for everybody. What do you think?
Maybe
Let's all go to the lake.
End of summer pool party.
We could do that.
No dropping your kids off at the pool.
That's very attractive to some women when the husband drops the kids off at the pool.
That's not very sexy.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Put the fan on.
Husband comes out of the bathroom and goes, "Don't go in there."
I did turn
doing one of these
courtesy fan.
Yeah, light a candle. Yeah.
You know, with that in mind, we should probably mention one of our sponsors that we that we started the show off with.
Yeah. Firehouse Doors.
Of course,
right.
Firehouse Doors.
We are brought to you by Firehouse Doors.
Yes, we are.
They've been serving Livingston County residents for the past 24 years. Family owned, they strive to treat each customer like family. I am a customer and I get exemplary service. Of course, they're veteran owned. Mike Witt, a proud U.S. Air Force veteran. Firehouse Doors, your one-stop shop for residential, commercial, and rolling steel overhead door needs. And for the past 21 years, Firehouse Doors has been Livingston County's only authorized distributor for CHI overhead doors. Call Firehouse Doors today, 810-599-7480. Great service.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they traveled out of state.
Yes, they are
to take care of some CHI.
Really
recently,
their reputation it's a national reputation.
Well, now that they're on the podcast too, they're worldwide.
It's the Mike and John bump. That's what happens.
Yeah, that's what we tell them.
If you'd like to see your company get the Mike and John bump, just go to just go to MikeandJohnPodcast.com and find out how you can be a part of this. Way to sell it.
We're just two guys in a basement.
Well,
Old radio guys in a basement.
Well,
All right. All right. Uncle Bill has School of Fools for us today. Did you win last time or did I?
I did.
Are you sure?
I did.
I don't
you
know.
can ask Uncle Bill and he'll tell you
he
that
keeps
I
track
was the
better
one
than
that
you
did
and
it.
I do.
was the one that won.
Yeah. You always seem to remember when you win.
Well, yeah. So
last time I think we caught him a little off guard, didn't we?
Yeah, I guess so. Right. Maybe because
we're a little earlier than usual. Murphy's Family Auto is hiring.
I heard
Looking
that.
for
They're looking for
office
office help, porter service advisor type job. Pay is based on skill level and experience.
Don't over advise though. That's the one thing.
No.
if you become that guy that
kind of less is more.
Yeah.
You know. So.
Yeah, I'd do it that way.
You have reached.
Uncle Bill.
But call Murphy's Family Auto if you're interested in finding out about that job. Give them a call, 517-552-3040. Or you can just stop in to apply, located on D19. They're also open Saturdays 8 to 1. Tell them Mike and John sent you, by the way. If you're bringing your car in for a repair, you get 5% off your bill.
Yeah, we can't do anything for your application.
No.
You get
As a matter of fact, I kind of feel like if you walk in and say, hey, Mike and John sent me to get this job, they'll be like, ooh.
Well, we'll talk to you.
Yeah. Take a number. But seriously, check them out online. Murphy'sFamilyAuto.com.
Should I try Uncle Bill again, or do you want to do the 2-cent history?
Well, let's see
right,
if
we'll give
we can.
We'll give him another double try here because it is a little early.
I mean, it's only a few minutes early. It's not like it's
maybe
20
he's
minutes
preparing.
early. I don't know if he's going to be home.
Perhaps he just got out of the shower. He's walking around with a towel around his waist.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, Uncle Bill, it's Mike and John.
How are you?
Yeah.
Good. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm not at my desk.
Oh, I know we're calling a couple minutes early, so for future reference,
Do you need time to watch?
Yeah, should we be right on time when we say we're going to call, or we thought a couple minutes early wouldn't be a big deal, but
Well,
is that throwing off your timing?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
You know,
He's got to get to the desk. He's at the desk now.
Yeah.
I got my notes and everything.
Ah,
I got
all
to get to the desk where my notes are at.
Are we on a yellow legal pad for the quiz, or is this all on computer?
Or
when you
just
type this
scraps
stuff
of
up?
paper?
Or just little notes that you
Yeah.
wrote to yourself while you're sitting on the couch?
I have a whole notebook just for you.
Oh, okay.
Wow, a notebook. Spiral?
Yes.
Trapper ring?
Trapper Keeper?
Not 3-ring, spiral.
Spiral.
But it's not college ruled, though. It's just regular.
Wow.
So it's not too fancy.
All right.
That's perfect for this show.
That's right. Not too fancy. When you tear the page out, you get all that shreddings all over the place.
Yes. So.
All right. Leftovers from Mike and John's School of Fools.
Yeah.
We'll sell them someday.
All right.
I'll put them up.
Oh, yeah.
You probably make
oh,
something
gosh,
out of
that'd
that.
be amazing.
Oh, I think I've got at least a dime's worth of material coming to me. So.
Well, wait a minute. Do you have the first ever School of Fools?
You mean the notes on that?
Yeah.
That I don't know.
Oh.
It might be here somewhere.
I just don't know. Yeah, it's probably one of those disheveled desks.
Although you're always very good at remembering the anniversary of when we started School of Fools, and then you always remind us when we're like, oh, today's our anniversary. Oh, yeah.
Sometime in September?
Every year this happens. Yeah, I knew that.
Give us a hint. Is the month in the first quarter of the year?
Yeah, of course. It's so important to us to remember that. So.
We want to go shopping and get you something.
Yeah. All right. What's our topic today?
Well, do you know what today is?
Tuesday.
Is it our anniversary? Is this what you're going to say, by the way?
It's not our anniversary.
Okay.
It's Sponge Cake Day.
It is.
Yeah.
Today is National Sponge Cake Day. Top notch.
Yeah. Do I get a point for that?
No. But we're going to talk about sponge cake.
All right.
All right. True or false? Sponge comes from the word spongia, which means spring or springy.
Spongia.
Is it true or false?
It's fun to say.
Yeah,
Spongia.
Spongia.
Spongia. I think that's false.
Okay.
All right. Mike says there's no way that's true. John?
I'm going to go with my contrarian self-nature and say that that's true.
All right.
Spongia.
Mike, you are correct.
Defeated
Yes,
once again by my own
actually,
self-nature.
The word spongia actually means foam, is what it means.
Yeah, I knew that.
Foamy.
Not spring or springy. So,
Okay.
all right.
Foam.
Mike's up one.
Foam.
Hey, what's the difference between sponge cake and angel food cake? Is the difference in the sugar, the flour, the oil, or the eggs? So the difference between sponge cake and angel food cake. Where's the difference? Is it the sugar, the flour, the oil, or the eggs?
Angels. I don't really like sponge cake because angel cake is more sugar. But I'll go eggs.
Yeah.
All right. So, Mike, you're saying eggs?
Yes.
All right. John?
I think it's the oil.
All right. John says it's the oil. Mike, you are correct. It is the eggs. Now, what is the difference? Do you know, Mike?
I'm gonna reckon back to my baking days and say there's probably more egg white in the sponge cake.
Well, Mike, you kind of...
I had it wrong.
You kind of shot yourself in the foot.
What else is new?
But you were in the right direction. Angel food only use eggs whites, whereas sponge cake uses the whole egg.
It was whole egg, all right.
What happened is that yeast fell out of favor, and so people started using eggs.
Didn't have a good agent.
Yeah.
And so with sponge cake, you whip the eggs, and that gives the cake that spongy feel. With angel food, you're just using the egg whites. So that's the difference between the two.
Wow.
It's lighter. Yeah.
Lighter. That's why it's sponge cake. All right. Which British monarch had a sponge cake named after them? So which British monarch had a sponge cake named? Was it Edward, George, Anne, or Victoria?
No Robert in there?
Sorry. These are the ones I picked.
All right.
Edward, George, Anne, or Victoria.
Victoria sponge cake sounds like an adult performer.
Well, I was thinking Victoria. Now you ruined it. Well, all right. Do I have to go first?
Yeah, you're leading.
And see, now you're throwing me off
it's
here.
just making a lame joke. What's what I do?
All right, we had Edward, Victoria, Anne, and who?
Edward, George, Anne, and Victoria.
I think it was George. George gets whatever he wants.
Yeah.
George sponge cake.
George unhappy.
George. John?
I'm going to go with Victoria.
So, was this your plan all along, John? To throw Mike off?
Yes.
Devious.
Devious of me.
I hope you're proud of yourself.
About Victoria, then Mike won't pick her, then I'll pick her, and then I'll be right.
Right.
Was that
That's the plan. And did it come to fruition?
It did, John.
Excellent.
Excellent. It worked.
Come on,
so,
come back.
All right. Mike is leading 2-1. Yes, Victoria was quite fond of sponge cake. She liked it.
She liked it all right. With her tea and her little white gloves.
I think it was ice cream and blueberries is what she liked it with. So, all right. So so they had what was called Victoria's sponge cake that was served with ice cream and fruit. All right.
Hey now.
She was a Six Spice Girl.
Who is credited with the
Spongy
first
spice.
known published recipe for sponge cake? So who was credited with the first known published recipe for sponge cake?
Right.
Is it Josiah Ledbetter, Gervase Markham, Charlotte Burton, or Fanny Jenkins? Who?
You got
Who is
Now, I'm not going to say
credited
anything.
first?
I don't want to.
Well, you got the last one right.
Well, you're leading, though. 2-1. I'll go first if you want.
I think we all know it was Fanny.
See, I was going to say Fanny.
It's Fanny.
But if I have any choice,
So, Mike, you are saying it was Fanny Jenkins.
Fanny Jenkins and her sponge cake.
Yeah.
Was at a state fair.
All right. John?
All right, if I'm going to have any chance at tying this up, I got to pick something else.
You can't pick Fanny.
Hope I'm not going to
Don't pick your Fanny.
Not on the show.
If you're not going to pick Fanny, then it's Josiah, Gervase, or Charlotte.
I think it was Gervase.
I knew you were going to go with
Just
Gervais.
because I think of Ricky Gervais, but that's okay.
All right. John, excellent work. You've come back
look
to
at him.
tie it up.
Tying it up.
Gervais, you did it for me, buddy.
What happened to Fanny?
That question took a lot of research.
I bet.
I had to look up popular names from the past. So
Gervais.
to come up with good other choices.
Yeah.
And I knew if I picked Fanny, I knew one of you would be juvenile enough to go for it.
One of us? What, are you kidding me?
See, now, being the giver that I am, I picked that one so John could lead himself to a tie.
Right.
So he could tie it up. You didn't want him
That's
to feel
right.
bad.
So then you could win dramatically in the tiebreaker.
All right.
Excellent play.
Yes.
Hey, in what year was that book published?
Yeah. What year did Gervais publish that, John?
It's between
Gervais.
1595 and 1620.
1595 and
And
1620.
1620.
All right. Do you want me to go first?
Well, you got the last two
Okay,
right. I
all
think
right.
you,
Okay,
and you won
I'll
last
go first.
week.
I'll go first. I think it was 1602.
All right. So John says it's 1602. So the question is Mike going to go lower or
Yeah.
higher?
That's the
Or is
question.
he going to be bold like John was?
That's right.
And
last
say
week.
1602.
No, last week I just went for it. I
You
could have
just
gone.
went for
it.
I could have done the over under.
Yeah.
He didn't play the prices right. I'm going
That's
to
right.
one. He stepped out on a ledge.
Yeah. and- all right. And it was between 1595 and 1620.
Yep.
And I said
1618.
All right.
Wow.
Mike, you are this week's
I
winner.
went way high.
What?
It was 1615.
Ah, look at
Very
that.
nice.
Only off by
Well,
3.
wait a minute though. If we were doing it like Price is Right, it's
We're
like
not doing it
without
like Price
going
is Right.
over.
Don't do it like
No,
Price.
remember?
Other than if we're going to break a tie.
Okay.
So
All right.
if
Fair
you were
enough.
2 away, whoever was
Got it.
under the amount would be the
Oh,
winner.
I see. You didn't
So,
overbid. Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
So, Mike, you are the sponge cake champion this week.
Ah.
Congratulations.
I wish
No.
we had a ribbon for that. I'd wear it all
Sponge
day.
cake champion,
Yeah.
Mike.
Sponge cake champion of the world. All right.
That sounds very important.
It kind of
Hell
does. You
yeah,
know?
that's resume material right there.
Let me pull up my link. You guys chat while I pull up my LinkedIn file.
Right, he's got updated. I am the sponge cake champion.
Sponge cake king of Livingston County.
Oh, wow.
Sponge cake king of the world.
You know, now that you brought this up, I think maybe we should see if we can find a local bakery to have a Mike and John sponge cake.
There you go. Well, you
Mike,
better
John,
do
and
it
Uncle
today.
Bill sponge
Yeah,
cake.
yeah,
Why
yeah.
not?
No, that's okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
All right, Uncle Bill.
By the time you get it to me, it won't be sponge cake anymore.
No.
So,
All right. We appreciate it, Uncle Bill. Have a great week.
all right, take care,
All right.
guys.
All right,
You too.
thanks.
All right,
Tuesday.
all right, see ya. All right, School of Fools, another edition. Wow, two weeks in a row taking it down to the tiebreaker.
And you won. I won last week. You won this
Look
week.
at that, we're all even.
Look how evenly matched we are. There's a parity in this league.
Yeah.
Can't wait
All
for
right.
the draft.
It's time for our 2-cent history lesson, which is brought to you by our friends at Oakland Insurance.
Right.
Drew Goebel and Company.
You know, Drew and his kids were recently up north in the UP,
Yeah.
and he had his summer splash shirt on.
How do you
Took,
know?
took some because he sent some pics.
Now, wait a minute.
You're there.
When we saw Drew at the splash party, he was telling us that when they go up north, they unplug, they disconnect. So how would he have been taking a picture and posting it had he been disconnected?
Had a battery, so it wasn't connected. It's probably
The old
the
battery
old
excuse.
letter of the law.
Found a loophole
Yeah.
there.
But yes, Drew Goebel from Oakland Insurance, of course. You know, insurance may be the last thing on your mind, and that's all right because it's the first thing on Drew's mind every day. Whether we're talking about your home, vehicle, business, or life, the unexpected may happen. That's why we have insurance. But when you have insurance, you want quality insurance. You want an agent that is going to be available to you when you need it. So the bright side is you can depend on Drew Goebel at Oakland Insurance and Michigan-based Frankenmuth Insurance to provide the peace of mind that you need. They believe the best relationships are honest, upfront, and fair. So if you want to get frank about insurance, call Drew Goebel of Oakland Insurance today. 248-647-2500.
We're going to get frank about the 2-cent history lesson today.
All right.
It is National Sponge Cake Day.
I heard that somewhere.
It's also Ride the Wind Day. Ride the Wind Day.
Is this Christopher Cross's birthday?
No.
Ride like the wind.
Ride the Wind Day, according to the Cute Calendar website, is the anniversary of the first human-powered flight to win the Creamer Prize, which is a series of monetary awards given to pioneers of human-powered flight.
Okay. So, like,
The
you see those old photos of, like, people bicycling and there's a
Right.
thing twirling around up there.
Like the Flintstones.
Yeah, right, exactly.
The first Creamer Prize was won on this day in 1977
Oh.
by Dr. Paul McCready when his Gossamer Condor was the first human-powered aircraft to fly a figure 8 around 2 markers, which were 1.5 mile apart.
Wow.
Starting and ending at least 10 feet off the ground.
Okay.
That's why it's Ride the Wind Day. Now you know. In 1500, 8 years after discovering the New World, Christopher Columbus was arrested in Haiti for mistreating natives, and he was sent back to Spain in chains.
Mistreating them,
Yeah.
as in enslaving and murdering them. Oh, you're mistreating the natives.
You know, they didn't talk about that a whole lot when Christopher Columbus discovered America.
No, they kind of left that
They
out.
left that out.
Yeah, they kind of.
And he's back in Spain in chains.
He had to go home and work out a little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that we're talking chains, in 1904, the automobile tire chain was patented. You ever had chains on your tires?
No, I don't think I ever.
You heard about it.
Yeah.
Then there's this thing called snow tires.
Well, right.
So unless you're traveling across ice.
Oh, wait, you know what? I did, when I moved up north for the very first time, I lived in Boyne City. Boyne City. And
Boyne City.
first icy day in November, I tried to go up a hill, my bald tires. I'm like, I couldn't quite get them.
Got to put chains in those things.
And a neighbor of mine said, you got to put chains on those if you're going to. He goes, do you have any snow tires? I'm like,
So you did use the chains.
He lent me some chains so I could get to work.
And how do you put the chains on?
He put them on. I had no idea.
Did you have a chain wallet?
I did not have a chain wallet. I wasn't that cool. I know you find this hard to believe, but I wasn't that cool.
No.
Yeah.
Do people still have chain wallets?
Yeah.
Do
I see people. We think of
wrong
chain
with
wallets, and we go back to like a
1970.
biker.
Yeah, no,
type
just
thing.
the burnouts in
Well, yeah,
junior high.
right. But now I see
He's got a
you see
chain
people of
wallet.
all kind of walks of life that are wearing. It's almost like tattoos. Tattoos used to be kind of exclusively for like
I
a
see.
segment of society, we'll say, and now
But not
they're
anymore.
generally accepted.
But chain wallets are still in.
yeah,
gotta
I see
look
people
at
with
this.
chain wallets.
I don't think so.
Oh, you never see? I see it all the time.
You may see them all the time.
Yeah.
I just don't think they're still in.
Oh, you're.
Or ever were in. I mean, unless you're going to the store.
Who's to say what's in? You want to wear a chain wallet? Wear a chain wallet.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and wear your chain wallet. Chain wallet wearing son of a gun.
Okay.
1969, the Rolling Stones started a 4-week run at number 1 on the U.S. charts with Honky Tonk Woman. It was their 5th number 1 U.S. single.
Want me to look up chain wallets?
Yeah, because mine says, can't reach this page.
What do you want me to chain wallets? What?
Just chain wallets.
Okay,
There
just
they
chain
go.
wallets.
All right. Oh, there they are.
Yeah,
I got
there
them
they are.
now.
I think
Wow,
you
look
can
at that.
look at buy all
New
kinds of stuff.
vintage ones
Yeah.
for just $21 on Amazon.
If you'd like a Dickie men's bifold,
Ooh.
for the daring.
Or if you like a Paisley version, they have that too.
Yeah, yeah.
That makes you look tough.
You got the 25-inch hip hop men's chain.
Oh, the hip hoppers
Yeah,
wear them,
yeah.
so they must be in.
Yeah.
I wonder if Snoop
Or the
Dogg.
Ruth and Boaz spiral.
Ooh, how about that? These look a lot more.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I'd
saying.
say
See,
they're
very fashionable.
They're not as like rough.
It's a fashion thing.
Oh, I see. Yeah. In case you drop your wallet, it doesn't go very far.
Right.
Ringo Starr, 1968, quit the Beatles over a disagreement. He was tired of the Beatles fighting with one another.
Yeah. I'm taking my chain wallet and I'm out of here.
That's right. Walked away with a pair of sticks. Came back.
He put him over his shoulder with a
2 days
little
later.
knapsack tied on the end.
Exactly.
I'm leaving. The rest of the Beatles like, okay, Ringo.
And then he came back.
Yeah.
And then
Actually, Paul had to go and talk him to come on back in.
Ringo,
Yeah,
come
come
on, buddy. Stick it out a little bit.
Where else? Oh, God. Where else you going to go, Ringo?
Yeah, come on. Who wants a drummer anymore?
Right. And then just a couple years later, Paul's the one, I'm leaving.
Was it a few years later?
Yeah, 70.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever.
1987, a 15-year-old boy hijacked a KLM 737 jet and demanded $1 billion.
Really?
Yeah,
Did he get it?
I don't think so.
Okay. Oh, he got it all right.
Made himself a bad boy. Sure, it's one thing to hotwire a car and steal
Right.
it, but a 737?
And how old was he?
15.
15-year-old. You know what? I bet you he had a wallet with a chain
I
on
bet he
it.
did.
15 years old,
1987.
hijacking planes.
Probably had a mullet, too.
Yeah, I bet you.
1989.
He was kind of like Kelly Leak, bad boy.
Had his aviator glasses on. Rode his dirt bike to the plane.
Yet another 70s reference.
Pete Rose, 1989, was banished from baseball for life. You're banished for life, Pete Rose. You and your bull haircut. You're betting, gambling on teams while you're managing. That's why Charlie Hustle's his nickname.
I think he's easily in the top 5 of the greatest baseball players ever. And I think they should let him in the Hall, but just you put on the plaque that he.
Maybe they should put him in the basement at the Hall of Fame. They should. That's where they.
Or they have. We've talked about this before. They should have a cheaters wing.
Yeah. The old cheaters wing.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear he's been promoted to the cheaters wing? We found out he cheated later.
Yeah.
You know. All right. On 2007, on this day, the hashtag was invented and first used in a tweet by U.S. product designer Chris Messina. Now you know.
What year?
2007.
Wow.
The hashtag. And then everybody started saying, hashtag this, hashtag that.
I was just like, hash brown? What?
What?
Hash browns?
That
I
looks
like
a
hash
pound
brown.
sign. Why don't they just call it pound?
Yeah, it doesn't.
Pound this.
Hashtag.
Pound that.
Hashtag. Pound this fella.
That's right. Because it sounds a little mean.
Right.
But hashtag.
Look here, Victoria Sponge Cake. Pound this.
I'm glad only one of us was
Well,
acting juvenile.
No, it's of course we're better than that.
It was on this day as the hashtag was being invented. Comedy writer Buddy Sheffield. You know Buddy Sheffield.
Oh, good old Buddy Sheffield.
Buddy Sheffield sued Disney, alleging that he had originally come up with the idea for Hannah Montana, but was never compensated by Disney. In the lawsuit, Mr. Sheffield,
Hey, Mr. Sheffield.
he claimed that in 2001 he pitched the idea for a TV series with a plot about a junior high student who lived a secret double life as a rock star.
Right.
Disney settled out of court.
I was going to say.
Mr. Sheffield has a lot of money now.
It was
So
quietly settled.
do you think that he really came up with the idea?
Yes, because
I think he did.
Disney would not say, if they knew for sure, oh no, this guy's a scammer, we have clear title to this idea. No. Because who do you think has bigger and better lawyers? Buddy Sheffield or Disney? Yeah. Just
Buddy Sheffield.
hit the road.
I wonder what Buddy's doing now. Is he doing a podcast in the basement anywhere? Oh, you did pull up Buddy Sheffield.
I did.
And it was also finally on this day in 2010. No good wife cheating golfer Tiger Woods and his wife Ellen divorced on this day.
What?
He didn't get a mulligan on that
I
one.
thought those. Oh God, really?
Yeah.
I thought those kids were gonna make it.
Well, you know, it was a big story at the time, and now everybody still wants Tiger Woods to play in their tournaments, whether he's good or not.
Just for the name, I mean, at this point.
Oh, Tiger's there. I wonder if a couple of his mistresses will show up. That's your 2-cent history lesson today,
That's
brought
not
to you
very
by
nice.
Oakland Insurance.
Yeah.
Call Drew Goebel today, 248-647-2500. All right, so what's Buddy Sheffield up to?
It doesn't really say, because the last thing in his Wikipedia entry is that he settled out of court in 2008. So I think he took his money and was like, see ya.
Yeah, probably on an island somewhere, drinking fancy drinks with little umbrellas.
Lucky. Wish
Listening to the
wish
Mike and
Disney
John
would
got it going
steal
on.
one of our ideas.
Yeah, we told him about these two guys that left the radio station to do a podcast.
You know, that could be well, not a Disney show.
Oh, Disney pushes the envelope now and then.
Sure.
Can you imagine the Mike and John ride at Disney World?
Oh. It would look like this.
You get to sit and experience this. Two beat up chairs.
This is just like being there.
It's kind of like the set of Friends. You know? It's
Oh,
almost as big.
yeah. It'll just be iconic.
Airbnbs will have this. And
Sure.
maybe not. Got to dream big, John.
You've been giggling with Mike and John. Tune in next time and giggle on.
It was a lot.
Everything from sponge cakes to chain wallets.
Yeah.
And I guess, I did mention mullets.
Right.
Are we in the post show now?
Yeah, this post show.
Post show.
Total post show.
There was...
Me taking off the headphones is post show.
That's
the post show.
It's like, ooh,
yeah,
okay, can relax now.
Yeah.
I guess there was the World Mullet Championships.
Oh, God, yeah. Mullets are back in like wallets with chains.
Together at the same time?
Well, come on. Let's face it. If there's a mullet competition, that Venn diagram is almost a complete circle of people with wallets and chains and
tank
mullets.
tops?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And like the ribbed ones that are white, like Joe Dirt would wear?
Right. Those have a nickname that we're not going to use.
We're not going to use that.
No. But, because that'd be wrong.
Now, did you ever wear a ribbed white underwear tank top?
With these moves, no.
No, I mean, well, back in the day.
Even back in the day.
Yeah.
I think I was born with man boobs.
I had a couple of those that I wear under my dress shirts.
Oh, really?
I don't know why, because really when you wear an undershirt under a dress shirt, it's probably more for your pits if you know.
Well, we had a previous coworker of ours who made a big deal about men wearing undershirts.
Yes.
As if it was 1934.
You gotta wear an undershirt.
No, wear an undershirt.
What is the purpose then of an undershirt if it's not to hide?
It's to make you. Okay, here's the thing. Undershirts are supposed to be for you to perspire. So
right.
catch it.
So
but I'm like, you want to know what? If I wasn't wearing this undershirt, I wouldn't be sweating.
Well, look at that. You've solved a problem.
Thank you.
Don't wear an undershirt.
Okay.
All right.
I don't. Wait. Nope.
It's not worthy. Yeah. That is our show for
that's
today.
Some great post-show content right there. You're welcome.
By the way, the winners of the mullet contest were both from Wisconsin. The teen version and the adult.
Come on, Michigan. Get it together.
Step up the mullet.
Yeah.